Mayor's virtual pancake breakfast for Farmers Days. It's kind of disappointing that we're not able to get together and be down at the exhibition grounds to have our normal Farmers Day pancake breakfast, but we're going to do it virtually with you guys, and hopefully you guys are tuning in. Today we have a few special guests that will be joining us today as well. And just let me show you around right now. We're currently in Bing's restaurant. If you look, we have our performer here, Steve. Hi, Steve.
How are you doing, Mayor Choy?
You good?
How's everybody doing?
And if you don't know, he is a recording artist, local talent. He's great to have. And we also have Jazz. Jazz is the promoter from Dog Creek Music. Is that right?
That's right, yeah.
That's excellent. Sorry. And you can hear we're at the restaurant and the phone is ringing. So I guess people want a pancake breakfast as well. Show you around. We have a little easel here. So during this live feed, if you guys have questions you want to ask us and stuff, Beth is here. She'll be writing them down, and then that way we can read them and then we can answer your questions today. Also, like all things, make sure you guys are supporting local. It is a difficult time for all the businesses in Stony Plain and Spruce Grove, Parkland County. It's always good if you can support one of the local businesses, because that's your neighbors, that's also your friends and families, and that's the kids go to school with them. So for today, if you want to participate in anything like pancake breakfast, rodeo wear, western wear, and all that stuff, the hashtag is Farmers Day 2020, and Stony Plain together. Just making sure that we're kind of connected today in terms of this kind of virtual pancake breakfast. That is good. So we're going to go and we're going to check out the oven and make sure the stove is all working well before our first guest gets here. That's my dad. There he comes in. This is my dad. My dad is like 72 years old and he works every day really hard, and he does sacrifice a lot for us as a family, so it's good to see him. Okay, thank you. Here we are. We're in the grill. Made some little pancakes. Look at that. Not as big quantity as we normally do on Mayor's pancake breakfast, but we're gonna see if it's hot enough. Maybe not. Maybe it needs to be just a little bit hotter. We're going to try it and make sure it all works well, because we don't want to kill our first special guest. It's all good. We got some people outside the door. Is that Sarah? Sarah's there. Let me go let her in. I think she can come in. Let's wait. Okay, stand there. Come on, Paul. We'll go let Sarah in. Sarah is with the chamber. She's the executive director. Then we pulled all the chairs back from Bing's so that there's no seating. We have a little wall there. Hey Sarah, welcome.
I've come to help.
Okay, come on in.
Thank you.
And Sarah says hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Yes. And tell us about yourself. She is the executive director of the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber, right? And if you can hear in her voice when she says hi, she doesn't sound like us.
No, I sound a bit different.
I know. What is that?
So I'm from England originally, and I moved to Canada about 12 years ago. Came to Edmonton and have been around the province and into BC and then back here again. So, yeah, exciting times.
Well, good. Well, maybe you can be our guinea pig, because we just put a pancake on the
Oh.
on the grill just to check it out before our first guest arrives. And our first guest is Emily Stilton. So
okay.
Come on in. Again, then we have mask if you want to wear a mask.
I'm okay, unless you'd like me to wear one.
Well, I'm good. We'll also have little skirts just for your hand.
Okay. Yeah.
It's over here. Let's get that right. And this is done by locally by Spring Lake Patrick.
Oh, next
Next
door.
door, yes, from there.
Great, thank you.
It's very nice with this
Hi.
dot prints.
Hello.
So again, with the new social distancing rules, we're making sure that we're trying to stay 2 feet apart, 2 meters, we're 6 feet apart. And then if you can't, we try to wear a mask, which is also good. That's to help prevent the spread of the COVID-19 virus, as well as just make sure you wash your hands and sanitize all the time, which is very good. So if you look at these are kind of cool. This is kind of the checklist that we all have to go through now when we enter a lot of buildings and do events to make sure that everybody's healthy. So the biggest thing is if you don't feel good, stay home. And if just make sure you follow all those rules and get it on. So let's go check. We're promoting about this.
Good. Yeah, we need one of those in everybody's vehicle.
Yeah.
We really do, right across the region, to really showcase all of the great businesses that we've got here across Parkland County.
Yes, we do have a lot of great businesses in Parkland County.
We do.
Okay, let me just sleep up here and then see how it happens. Oh, look at that. So my dad got beat me to it. Look at that. Looks like a nice little brown going on. He's got some coffee going. So not really yet brown and getting good, but as soon as we get all the grill hot enough, then that's when we can make some really good pancakes. Oh, and we have, look at that, our MLA is here, so let's go get him. We might actually have to challenge him to an eating contest. I think Cyril and I have been, come on in, Jim. Awesome. Cyril and I have been friends for a long time, and we've done a lot of contests together in terms of running, eating, you know, Nerf.
A lot of eating.
Yes. We don't look this good by not eating.
That's right.
Look at us. We are good because we eat.
Looking not too bad.
That's awesome. So welcome to Vegas, and thank you for joining us for this first ever MERS virtual pancake breakfast.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun.
So this is Stephanie, you know her, right? So she's our communications coordinator officer as well. She's masked because she can't verify that things made 2 meters apart. So we're going to try to do that.
Perfect.
We come with us. I think you bought your little apron.
I did.
Do you want to wear a mask or anything, or you're good?
I'm good either way. So.
Come on back. We'll give you a little hand spritzer, and then we'll get started. I think you know everybody here. That's Beth.
Hello.
That's Steve is there. Jazz.
All right.
Got your nice Western wear on? That's pretty good.
I did. I came prepared.
That's great. Well, came prepared to eat.
Of course.
All right. So this is kind of special for us because we, doing a virtual pancake breakfast. We kind of have one-on-one, do a few interviews, and we also get the privilege of being entertained by Mr. Steve Newsome himself.
Yeah.
How good is that for Farmers Days? So what songs are you going to be playing for us, there, Steve?
Oh, we got a bunch of originals and some covers that we're going to do for you. Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. We look forward to that.
Excellent.
And you know what? When you stand up,
I was actually hoping that myself and Mayor Choy would be able to sing Country Roads with you.
Well, if we get the words down on it, that'd be good.
as you can see, when Steve stands up, he's really a rising star. Really, standing beside me, like he is like heads and shoulders above me. So. That's right. Okay, so we're gonna go cook some pancakes, and we'll come back and we'll get a pancake ready. We'll eat and we'll visit and ask some more questions, and then we'll listen to Steve.
How are you doing?
Perfect.
Come on. Okay, so we tested the grill, and it's hot. So how many pancakes have you flipped in your life?
I have probably flipped hundreds and thousands of pancakes.
Here's the first try. That's not bad. Eh?
That's pretty good.
Now.
It's pretty good.
Okay. So I mix the batter for you. And then once it gets all mixed up, again, put it on the grill. Well, it's all good. Just use the ladle, put it on top.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, I got a bigger scoop.
Oh, you just have to use it properly.
It's all about technique. What you do with it.
Okay, that's pretty big pancake.
I'm going for the big
Okay,
pancake.
yes,
but
there's some contests going on, and you want to make the biggest pancake.
not that I'm competitive or anything, but this is probably going to be the best pancake in Stony Plain today. I'm just saying. I'm biased.
It could be.
Here you go.
Thank you. So look at that. Take a look at that. That's a pretty big pancake that is going to go. All right. You know how to use your spatulas? I wouldn't do that. It's good. It's good. Have you done that before?
No, I'll show.
Okay.
No, we're gonna let that
So
sit.
you gotta let that sit. You gotta let it. So actually, one of the secrets of making pancakes is once you put it on the grill, is not to touch it. see the little bubble marks coming up? So once you start seeing little bubbles pop back and forth, that means it's hot enough on the bottom, the steam is coming through and it's cooking. Once like that, then you can actually kind of get a little bit of it without ripping your pancake. So that's one of the special tricks that you have to remember when you make pancakes. So if you want some sausages or some eggs,
Let's make it a whole meal deal.
okay, it's down there. I'll go back and make
All right.
So why don't you just talk about some of the things that we've done together, some of the contests that we've tried.
So one of the very first times I met Mayor Choy was in 2010. I was a brand new city councillor in Spruce Grove. Mayor Choy at the time was a councillor here in Stony Plain, and we decided to challenge each other at our very first meeting at the TLC to a foot race. And I'm pretty fast, we're sprinting and stuff, and so we were going for a tour of the center. We were both on the board of directors at the time. And I said, yeah, Mayor Choy, let's go for a race. And he said, sure. So here we are in like dress pants, dress shoes. We're supposed to be adulting, so we line up for this race. So boom, we take off and we're like running like, these young guys going, and I was ahead and he was right with me. And right at that last turn, all of a sudden everyone's cheering, all of a sudden I hit my wall. I could not go at all any further. And here's Mayor Choy, and he just runs past me. And as he goes past me, he goes, and I'm like, and I wanted to strangle him so bad, but I couldn't catch him. And so it was an awesome start for our very first meeting that we had. And ever since then, we've been involved in state eating competitions and working with each other. And so I've absolutely been impressed and pleased with Mayor Choy's leadership and his sense of fun, definitely here in the Tri region. So very, very happy.
Exactly right. That was a fun time. It's just, sometimes we need to do our work and sometimes we need to have fun. And that's what we gotta make sure you kind of balance life together with fun and also work. So as you, many of you guys follow me on Facebook and other social medias, I like to actually go out there and just enjoy life. Life is too short, and we all have to make sure that we remember to take time for things that are important to us, like having fun, visiting with our friends, our family, our kids, definitely our kids. Right, Cyril?
You betcha.
Actually, another story about Cyril. Oh, turn around. Let's mix. Cyril's gonna try to flip this. Ready? Oh, perfect. Good job. And that worked, and he didn't kill. So perfect. So another story about Cyril is one day I have two boys and a girl, and Cyril has a couple boys himself now. We went over and we played a little Nerf fight.
Yeah.
We brought our Nerf guns over and we were running up and down his house and shooting Nerf. But you know what? I still won. Because you know what? I'm a ninja.
So what Will did is we have this game at the Turton House called Nerf Hunter, where we have someone upstairs with the Nerf guns and they go on to hunt everyone else. So I knew Will, first time to my house ever, so I knew he was just around the corner to the left. And so I had my big Nerf gun. I come down and I shoot, and I look and there's no one there. And then I get a Nerf gun, bullet right off my head. I look and here's Will sitting on my fridge, like 6-7 feet off the ground. And he knew I was gonna come around the corner and shot him. First time ever to my house, and he's already sitting on my fridge. And my kids have been climbing over shelves ever since. So it's good.
That's right. So it's always make sure that you know your terrain and you gotta use that to your advantage, right? So I think if you guys watch Star Wars like I do, I think one of the things that Obi-Wan and Luke was fighting, and they got I got the higher ground, you're lost now, give up, right? So that's what I was thinking. I went to the higher ground, climbed the top of his fridge, and then when he came over, I shot him.
It worked right off the head. It's a big target.
That is awesome. Well, that's good. So you know what? Yeah, Cyril grew up in this area. And what are some of your favorite memories of Farmers Days?
I have to say, obviously I've always been a big fan of the rides. So, I love the absolute rides. But obviously I've always had an affinity to horses and wildlife. And so when you see also the barrel racing and things like that, and then that's kind of something cool I've been able to show my own kids. And, seeing just the Party Light Festival and just how many people are willing to come out. It's always a good time here in Stony Plain, so I absolutely love it.
That's good. Not like that, because I love the rides too and playing the games.
Yeah.
A couple years ago, my daughter Katie, she was 13 then. She wanted to go on the rides, and because her brother's a little bit older, right, and we couldn't find anybody to go up there. So I told her that I'd go out there on all the rides. Yeah. We got a pass, and we went on all the rides. And you know what? I got sick. I'm not talking.
These guys are getting old, man.
We're getting old. You're
Getting
the
old.
Albatron, the zipper. And I think the last one we were doing was kind of like the teapot, where you sit in the teapot thing
Oh,
and it
yeah,
spins
yeah.
around. And that's going up and down. And I barely held it together for the ride.
Because we're old men now. We can't handle spinning rides.
That's right. And notice that, like, you kind of get this here, you know, not as well versed in holding everything together.
Yeah, but I'm not as old as you, mind you. But I mean,
Oh, but I have more hair.
and you're also faster still. So we won't go there again. So.
That's awesome. I think the pancake's almost ready.
I think the pancake is probably ready. I think this is probably a solid A1 pancake. You know, we have a nice nice circle happening here. It's a pear size. I mean, it's pretty good.
Right? You want some eggs too?
Now let's go for it.
Let's go. We can do that too. Let me go around to here.
Okay.
Okay, yes, I know just a little bit. And we're gonna actually turn up the grill on this side so it's a little bit faster. Oh, it's stuck.
Oh, my perfect pancake.
It's still perfect. We just won't show the other side.
Okay.
Look at that.
Okay,
It's not
yeah.
bad. So it's pretty good.
It's marketing. We'll only show the nice side of the pancake.
All right. Like your eggs, sunny sides. Easy.
Let's go sunny side.
All right. That's even easier. Actually, I like my eggs sunny side as well.
Awesome.
Put the oil on.
I find it is an art to how to break eggs.
Yeah. You have a chance of putting your finger through it, your thumb through it.
When I break eggs, it's more yolk over everywhere. So.
Cool. Right.
All right. You got some salt and pepper?
Yeah, it's a film table.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, I'll get you little bags and those things you can rip it open and use it.
Deal.
Because technically I might really want to because of this social distancing we should have spread the virus.
Oh.
Use single-use salt and pepper and stuff.
We want to be responsible when it comes to that. Keep people safe.
Yeah.
All right.
I know we got good distance going, so. Great sausages.
That's like a Pinterest breakfast right there.
Right there.
It almost is.
Could be. Let me move this together closer now. Does that look like This is what Emily Sale Thurton's eating today for Mayor's Pancake breakfast. What are you guys eating? Make sure you guys post it and use the hashtags Farmers Day 2020 and also Throwing Plain Together so that we can check it out, share it, and then also we have some judges that have been following those two hashtags, and then they'll be awarding the largest pancake and questionware, coloring contest, all those good things. We're all trying to get everybody connected through virtual meetings. So follow the hashtags Farmers Day 2020 and Throwing Plain Together. That's good. Do you like your eggs a little more runny than that or less?
A little less, but
less?
yeah. You know what? It almost looks like robot eyes.
It does.
Here, let's change this up. We're gonna make it look like we gotta turn it a little.
Okay.
Gonna turn it. Make an egg, and then we're gonna go like this. We're gonna make a happy smile,
Okay.
and it's gonna be considered a happy meal.
Okay, come on. Let's look at this happy.
There we go. We got a nice, because Farmer's Day's in Stony Plain, we got eyes, happy smile, everyone's having a good time, and I'm gonna eat it all and have a great time.
That's right. You know what? I will not be eating that big of a meal with you today because I have 3 other guests that I'm going to be sharing with.
I know you could, but I know we'll be responsible and let you pace yourself throughout the day.
Well, that's right. I don't know if you were watching my various Facebook Live last Sunday. I've been feeling a little shortness of breath, been getting tired and everything, and got on the scale, and I got the COVID-10.
You had the COVID-10?
Yeah.
I'm at the
10
COVID-20.
pounds. So I'm glad that I didn't catch the COVID-19, but the COVID-10 is starting to play on me. I feel hard to breathe. Usually when I walk my dog, Oreo will go for a walk, and the last block coming back, him and I race back to the house like this. Holy cow, yeah, I'm doing pretty good now.
It didn't help that yesterday was National Donut Day as well. So
So you ate a few donuts.
I only ate salad if my wife is watching this.
Salad that's round.
Salad that's round with icing on it with about 3 million calories. But salad, yes, we'll call it that.
Alright.
Alright.
Okay, let's grab that
We're
little
good.
white thing behind you right there.
This one right here?
Yeah, that's good. Okay. This is gonna be hard. Look at this.
I might need a second plate. There. Oh, look. Pinterest. It's all about Pinterest.
We'll get that on there. You have to use fingers, yes. So
I'm eating it so I can allowed to
you're
touch it.
making that's okay.
There. Look at that. Farmer's Days in Stony Plain.
All right, we'll sit down. I'm gonna turn down the grill here, so don't turn down the place. And actually, yeah. So listen, the way we turn down the grill because you can see the flames. You can see it because I don't know if you can see the flames, but they're in there. And sometimes it's very tricky when you just twist them up too much. It shuts off the whole grill, and that means then you have to sit there and take 20 minutes to reheat the grill. Between that, I'll grab my pancake here that we did. It's a nice little easy one. And we're gonna join this. Pre-wrapped. And then pancake sauces. Nice stuff. And I think also Emily, third one, some salt and peppers in. So yeah.
Along West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home, country roads. Yeah!
I hear the voice in the morning.
Perfect. Here, I'm gonna move over so we can. All right. I'm gonna need some utensils.
Yeah. Great. So welcome. So again, we're gonna sit down and we're just maintaining our
2 meter distance. Very nice.
Yeah, Mayor Choy's breakfast here. We're just going to entertain him this morning.
We're yes. So now we're gonna get ready to eat here. We're gonna enjoy it. And then we're gonna have the opportunity now and the pleasure of listening to Mr. Steve Newsome play a song while we eat. So thank you, Steve. Thank you.
How's if I do it?
You know, you sounded better without Emily singing me singing.
I brought down the singing quality.
There we go. We got to break that ice somehow. I can say you open for me anyways.
No.
All right, here's some Lost on 22. It's a little song that I've written up about the highway that runs out west of us here. I've been down every mile from the top straight on down. I've been corrected when I've gone off track. I've had to turn back, I've had to back down. A couple of times we've had to stop 'cause we ran dry and leave those wheels behind. Yes, I'll admit I've been lost on 22 where it wasn't always an excuse. Some days it's the worst you've ever seen, and others it's a piece of paradise. Now it'll take you away till you're lost on 22. Now it's a long stretch of winding road through some field streets, twists and turns, some farms and ranches, and a town or two, a couple slow down signs that say stop. A lot of friends along the way, memories down every mile of that old cowboy trail. Yes, I'll admit I've been lost on 22. It wasn't always an excuse. side note there, it's not too loud for you?
Oh, that's great. Awesome.
Still one of my favorites. It's called Moonlight. Have you ever stood out in the moonlight, just looking out at those stars? It's like a little piece of heaven. Would you like to take a ride? Yeah. That summer moonlight makes you feel so free. You'll wanna hide out in those shadows. You'll wanna get close. This day's done, that sun is going down. No chance of rain, not a cloud inside. Yeah, now I've got some time, let's go. Take a ride until we find some moonlight. We can lay a blanket down until that sun comes round out in the moonlight. I can hear you howl. We can howl with the wolves and coyotes. Hide in the shadows from those stars. We can wrap up in a blanket. If it ever cools down, this day's done, that sun is going down. No chance of rain, not a cloud inside. Yeah, I've got some time, let's go. Take a ride until we find some moonlight. We can lay a blanket down until that sun comes round out in the moonlight. This day's down, that sun is going down. No chance of rain, not a cloud inside. Yeah, I've got some time, let's go. Take a ride until we find some moonlight. We can lay a blanket down until that sun comes round out in the moonlight. Out in the moonlight.
All right. That was great music here. So we're just gonna, some questions have come in through our Facebook Live and stuff, so we're gonna just chat with our MLA since we had the opportunity. So, Cyril, how's it been being an MLA? I think you were elected in 2020.
Elected as an MLA, 19 last year. So we just went over the 1 year window, and honestly, it's one of the greatest roles I think I could possibly ever have. I'm representing home. I'm representing friends and family and colleagues and people that I've known for decades. You know, I graduated from high school here in Spruce Grove, and Stony Plain, Spruce Grove, I've been in my area for a very, very long time. So anytime you have a chance to represent home in the legislature, that's an incredible responsibility and privilege, and it's something I take. I don't take for granted, that's for sure. So it's been awesome. Also getting to know my community a little bit more, different sides, and really been excited about the journey so far over the last 13, 14 months.
That's awesome to hear, and definitely, we appreciate you being a representative at the legislature right now, and the support that you've given us in terms of road maintenance, especially like you mentioned that you appreciate my sense of humor and stuff. And I appreciate yours as well, because if you've been following along, Emily Third and I went and set up a little lawn chairs, and we did a little fishing experiment down on Highway 779 because the potholes got so bad that time.
That's right.
So I appreciate that getting done, and they were out again this week, and they filled some more of those holes as getting to widen the whole street up. But one of the things that we want to advocate for now is the kind of mill and paving of 16A through Stony Plain. A lot of people don't realize that through our community we have 3 provincial highways that run through it. Highway 779, which is also called the 5th or 48th Street, and Highway 16A, and Highway 628, which is 79th Avenue. So those are provincial owned roads, and they're tendered out by the government to be maintained and repaired through a third party company. So if you've been down 779, it's been a project that's been on the books for about 15 years, widen 779 and making it 4-lane arterial, which is happening. Thank you for that. But now 16A is pretty bad. Like I've driven through that, my rims and my hubcaps have been bent and beat up every time I hit one of those things. So what can you tell us what's going on with infrastructure and urban transportation?
So, I mean, that stretch of 16A is something I've talked with Mr. McIver about in transportation many times. And as everyone in this area knows, especially the intersection down by Tim Hortons and Safeway there, I mean, it's really bad. So, every week I'm talking with Alberta Transportation multiple times. And so I did receive a new updated maintenance schedule. And so we're going to have crews coming through the Spruce Grove and Stony Plain area specifically to look at that stretch of road on 16A. They're just finishing up right now in another neighboring riding, but that entire crew is going to be coming over this way, and hopefully that work will get done sooner than later. I know many people in the riding have been contacting me multiple times about that area, so I'm sure everyone's going to be really happy to see it fixed.
Yes, I'm glad to hear that you've got some update on that as well, because I think as we add our voices to the advocacy, it's good to have somebody that's in the legislature that is also advocating for us as well. And all the residents that actually do call in, not only just the town, because when you call into us, we just kind of forward it on because it's to make sure that we add that voice. But it's also helpful that if you call the NLA and also Alberta Transportation as well, because the more voices that we add to the advocacy, the sooner that it gets done. And that's the name of the game. There's usually, from my experience in political life here in town Stony Plain, there's a budget amount for it. And we're trying to stay within that because if we go over that, it comes out of taxes. So we're paid for one way or another. We just wanted to make sure that we're smart about it. And then having somebody that's on our side do the advocacy for us is really well. So we definitely appreciate that.
Awesome, happy to help. Like I said, it's home, and I drive these same roads as everyone else, and so I know the condition of them. So anything I can do, I appreciate the messages and the emails and the Facebook messages that people have been telling me about these roads, and it helps me, as Mayor Choy said, to come to the minister and say, look, these are the voices of Stony Plain and Spruce Grove, and it helps me in my work, and so I appreciate all the correspondence that I've been getting over these issues.
That's right. That's good. Actually, then I just had a message about how was your pancake breakfast? You made it yourself. It was kind of a little different this year, right?
That's right.
And obviously you're still standing, so you haven't keeled over.
No, you know what? I think it was pretty good. I think, I honestly think that's probably going to be the largest pancake that's made today. I don't think anyone could possibly beat the size of that pancake. I mean, it filled the entire plate, but it was a hearty breakfast, and obviously it would be a lot better if we were, in our normal contacts meeting, thousands of people out in the community, and obviously that can't happen this year, but we're hoping next year we can be bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, for sure. And I just want a word of advice for you. Don't ever quit your day job, because I won't hire you as a pancake vendor.
I don't blame you. I would probably spend half an hour on the perfect pancake, and that really wouldn't help out the restaurant environment.
No, that will not. Do we have anything else coming in, or can we just go? Okay, with that, we're going to just turn back around. We're going to let Steve do another song as we transition to our next guest.
All right, here's the latest single we got up. I won't get ready. This time of year, when the days are getting longer, got all weekend with nothing to do. We can load 'em out, pickup truck, run a dirt road in the country, find a place to park. DJ for the night. I'll hold your hand, turn the speakers up, pull you in real low. With a night alive and putting on show. With a million stars and one good radio. Tangled in each other's arms until the morning light. With your head on my shoulder and the smell of spring flowers, it'll feel like a dream with you here by my side. It's a night that will never end through the night. Our dance floor is out beneath the glitter sky. With a night alive and putting on show. With a million stars and one good radio. Now baby, you and me, we got everything we need. Our dance floor is out beneath the glittered sky. Red on four, be a DJ for the night. Now hold your hand, turn the speakers up, and pull you in real close. With a night alive and putting on show. With a million stars and one good radio.
So welcome back. Thank you very much for that great song and entertaining us. Appreciate that. And now, guys, we're joined by our second guest, and this is Mr. Richard Wong. Mr. Wong is the current chair of the newly formed Greater Parkland Regional Chamber. So welcome.
Thank you.
Want to tell us a little bit about yourself, sir?
Well, I'm a humble person, quiet, but I came here because you invited me. And first, let me congratulate you. 50 years of excellence serving the community. So I'm honored to be here this morning. And for myself, I'm a new Albertan. If you think about it, I've only been here for about 17 years. I live in Edmonton, but my heart is in rural Alberta. When I worked with Travel Alberta, I got a chance to travel around Alberta and really get to connect with the community. And you could see I was able to pick up a couple of my Westerns. So anytime I get a chance to dress Western, yeah, I got my boots on, I got my belt buckle on, and I'm just happy.
Well, that's awesome. And you know, being the first chair of our regional chamber, what made you want to be involved as chair? You know, that's a lot of work, and it's not paid, and it's a lot of it's thankless, because you know, no matter what decision your chamber does decide, there's always going to be some business that don't like those decisions.
Yeah, so I'm a strong believer that if you want something done, you got to get involved, and if you don't get involved, you really quite forfeit the right to complain. So I'm a doer, so I get involved. Why I got involved, for me, quite frankly, it's really my passion. My mission in life is really to help people and organizations achieve their greatest potential. So why did I get involved? Because someone asked me, hey Richard, here's a great opportunity, and I'm like, let's get it done.
All right, awesome. You ready to make your own pancake?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I haven't made pancakes in a while, but I'm looking forward to it.
Excellent. You sanitized your hands, right? So we're good to go?
I will now.
Okay, now just spray some more on you. Just want to make sure that we As we move from one place to another, we got that all transition going.
All right.
And let us go. Come on down and follow me to
Okay.
the kitchen here. Oh, this is my dad. I think we met right here.
Hello. How are you?
You see, we're busy getting ready for today's service here. There's a little strip going on and stuff, so it might be a little bit hot, so just be careful here. Okay, so I'll be just oil and clean the grill for you. Here's one corner off.
I see you've done this at least once.
Yeah, I've done it a few times, man. So just a few times. So would you like some sausages as well?
You know what?
Or eggs?
Well, I'm free. I'll eat whenever. We'll make a good hearty breakfast.
Okay, so here you go. Here's your pancake.
Okay.
So this is again a competition where we're trying to make the best pancake. And
The best pancake.
yeah, you know what? Cyril couldn't make a best pancake, so he just made the biggest one.
All right. So I'm not going to make a big one because I'm about quality. It's not about quantity.
We'll stay in the lanes there.
Okay.
And I'll get a couple sausages and we'll get back. Wow, you really about quality.
Well, I think what this represents, Mayor Choy, is small businesses.
Right.
Small businesses is the lifeblood of any economy. So these are small businesses.
Right.
And if they all work together, guess what happens?
You know, that's 100%. I agree with that. So,
Amazing things happen.
you know, I have the same philosophy in municipal government here is that the more that we work together, the more we're able to accomplish.
Absolutely. So maybe we'll just talk about the 4 regions, right? So
Sure. Put that behind you there.
Okay.
So the 4 regions, this is the biggest one, obviously must be Parkland County because they have the largest land mass.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, you know, as a rural agriculture roots of the town, of the whole surrounding area, and a lot of the industrial businesses happen there.
Absolutely.
So what can you tell us about Parkland County? How are they doing your chamber like right now?
Well, you know, our greatest opportunity, the unification of the Greater Parkland region, we have an opportunity to do something really, really special. And so coming together as a region, really at the end of the day, works together. So when you think about making pancakes, it's really at the end of the day, you've got to respect the different regions. But collectively as a chamber, we represent the entire region. And so together, we become strong.
That's right. And let's talk about Spruce Grove.
Okay.
How's the Spruce Grove economy doing? You know, the whole COVID-19, we have a lot of small businesses as well. Through the chamber, the survey, what's happening through there?
Well, you know, in Spruce Grove, obviously each community is unique. So when they're positioning themselves to be maybe a sports center, I think that works for them. At the end of the day, there's a place where I actually like Spruce Grove, but I think I like Stony Plain as well.
Well, that's good. You know what? One of my hashtags that I've used quite often is always better in Stony. So,
Absolutely.
Okay. And what about Stony Plain? You know what? How are you enjoying your time in Stony Plain?
Well, our office is located in Stony Plain, as you know, but we represent the county.
The whole county.
The whole county.
That looks good. You know what? I'm going to interrupt you guys for 1 second. As you notice, because we're doing this live in a restaurant, if you heard that little beeping sound, as we're preparing for the day, we're going to actually just stand over here, please.
Sure.
No. What they say is we're doing barbecue pork, so why don't you come in here and take a look at this.
Nice.
So again, a lot of things that we do here at the restaurant, I think congratulating on 50 years.
Chassis.
Yeah, chassis. This is we do a lot of things in-house still. So
Nice.
we maintain the quality of everything. Again, this is our barbecue pork. We do this every couple of days. This goes on your fried rices, your wontons, etc. So, you know, it's you know, in the restaurant business, you can either do things really fast, you can do things really good, like you mentioned. For our family and my grandfather Bing that started the restaurant way back in 1970 it's about quality. And making sure that when you come in here, you know, when you eat the first time, when you come back the 100th time, the flavor is the same. And that's because we want to make sure that we do everything the old-fashioned way, by hand. Biscuit. Excuse me a second. Move some around. And actually, if you if you never had the chance, you should actually come and have one of our burgers as well. That's made here. We grind, we buy a little bit of meat, we grind some of it here when we add the mixes in, and then we form the patties ourselves. So different than just ordering it from the store where it's all coming, it's frozen, it's all done. Hey, how's your pancakes going? Oh, sorry, buddy.
It's coming along, it's coming along. Gotta find the hot spots on this grill. I think I found it.
Yeah, awesome. Those people that are watching at home, sorry, but you can't smell it, but it smells just great. With our seasoning, there's a little bit of sugar, a little bit of spice, a little bit of ginger. Like if you can just get that 4Ds going, that is great.
Oh, smells and looks delicious.
Okay. Okay, you want a couple eggs with that? 1 egg, 2 eggs?
You know, 1 egg would be
One
good.
egg is good?
You're gonna make me get fat here, or fatter.
No, that is the PHAT one.
Oh, that's right.
Pretty hot and tempting. So we're gonna move those over so we don't interfere with this. And
Let me show how you cook an egg.
yeah, that's very easy. Secret. I'm gonna just slide over here and show you a secret. A lot of people wonder when you go to the restaurant how do the eggs round? You have these little round things. So when you put it on the grill and you make your eggs in there, they stay round so they don't spread out like that. That's one of the secrets. A lot of people don't have these at home, so we just don't worry about it. Alright, so that's going. How do you like eggs?
I like my steady side up.
Hey, just like Emily third. Oh, this side up too, so you guys have something in common.
There you
so
go.
hard.
It kind of mirrors my life. I like my son always up and sunny side.
Exactly. You know what? We were talking earlier about things that you do and perspective you have in life.
Yes.
Things can be going really, really downhill for you, but there's always a different perspective. Because somebody else's life is worse. Somebody else's life is always better, right? So when you don't focus on the external stuff, just focus on yourself. Have a little gratitude of where you are, where you're going, and just be happy. You have friends, you have family, and they're there to support you all the time.
Yeah.
Would you say it's nice side up?
There you go.
Like your eggs a little bit more? Yes.
Just a little bit more.
Oh, I just smacked it. Sorry, buddy.
That's okay.
Hey, not as good, and I won't be eating with you because I just had one with I got a few more to go still. So once we get this done, we're gonna sit down.
You know, to make a good omelet or a good breakfast, you got to break a few eggs.
Yeah. Okay. We look at this. Is this? We'll let the audience decide. Is this better or worse than MLA Thurton's breakfast? Yeah.
You're so competitive, aren't you?
Well, no. We're just gonna we can make people use their brain so early in the morning to decide.
Sure. A little competition always gets people going.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I will say we're uniquely different there.
Yeah, look at that. So you got the big brown spot and it's coming in, browning really nicely. You know what? I don't know if you saw it earlier, but Emily Thurton made a face.
Okay.
Right. So we have to catch that later. He made a big happy face on this thing.
Ah.
But he had 2 eggs and he made little eyes out of it.
Well, I'm gonna go the county way and make sure I get the regions in. Look at that, eh?
Okay, I'll hand this to you.
Thank you.
Salt, pepper.
Yes, please.
Okay, because again, with COVID-19, it's individual packages, so that you use it to throw it out. Ketchup.
No, thank you.
There you go. Pancake sauce.
Yes, please.
Okay, so why don't we go inside and
All right, let's go get her.
we can sit right over here. Have a seat. Okay, I'll just go stand over here. Go ahead and eat.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Mind if I eat?
Eat away, enjoy. Just don't make those noises that you're enjoying it too much, right? What been your Alberta fan. You like the real roots? Let's do some Alberta bound for you.
All right.
Sign said 40 miles to Canada in my truck, go across Montana, the enticing singing lonesome lullaby. And so I cranked up the radio, 'cause there's just a little more to go before I cross that border and that sweet grass sign. I'm out there bound, this piece of heaven that I found, Rocky Mountains and black fertile ground, everything I need beneath that great blue sky. Doesn't matter where I go, this place will always be my home. And I have been down and bound for all my life, and I'll be ever bound till I die. Now it's a pride that's been passed down to me, deep as coal mines, wide as farmers fields. Yes, I've got independence in my veins. Baby, it's my down home redneck roots, so these dusty old Alberta blues. Like shut up and go back again. Single that we're going to be recording here if we get back into the studio. We gotta wait for those COVID clarifications and get everything back into this go words, but this one's Take a Ride with Me. I wake up and I feel like coffee cup. I fire up my big old truck, I head out and let those horses run. I've seen it all when I'm out on the road doing what I live to do. As I watch the world pass by, her out with me. Oh girl, won't you come on along, take her out with me.
Thank you very much for entertaining us, Steve. Appreciate that. And here again, Richard is busy eating his pancakes and eggs and sausages. How was everything so far?
Oh, A1.
A1, that's excellent. You did a great job of cooking because obviously you had a career in the restaurant business before, obviously, because the way you handled the grill was pretty good.
Well, you know, I actually worked in the Chinese restaurant.
Okay.
And I did everything. So watching you pull the char siu out of the oven brought back some really fond memories.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. You know, and we mentioned earlier that Richard is the current chair of the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber of Commerce. And one of the things that you guys have done is you guys have partnered with Get in the Loop to help promote small businesses and get people through this COVID-19. You want to talk about Get in the Loop?
Yeah, Get in the Loop really is an application that really allows businesses. So for you that are out there thinking about how do I get my word out, the Chamber really has partnered with Get in the Loop as a app to be able to offer experiences on their app. So if I really want you to think about how can you, at no cost, be able to reach not only a segment, but really a demographic as well as a geographic, just beyond the Greater Parkland region, to actually come to your store or your business. So please check in with us at the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber website. We'll be happy to help you.
Great. Excellent. So again, shop local, and it's Get in the Loop, which is very designed to help the small-based businesses within the Parkland County to stay afloat during this COVID-19, and then through this we evolve and merge stronger together. Okay, so Richard, as a chamber president, I'm just going to give you something because you mentioned that we're celebrating our 50th anniversary. So again, it's a little bag for you to put your groceries in and stuff when you're shopping. And again, Bing's is celebrating its 50th anniversary this year from 1970 to 2020, and a little pen so that we always need those.
Absolutely.
Cannons.
Nice color.
So again, everybody that's watching and if you're just doing your own things, it is Farmers Day 2020 is the hashtag if you want to get involved and so that people can follow what's going on in your life right now, as well as Stony Plain Together. And the hashtags that's put together by the Social Task Force side of the COVID-19. And again, we have competitions for the largest pancake, the most pancakes, or maybe, I don't know, like best Western wear as well as mentioned, and is also doing a little culinary contest for the kids as well. So do those, upload them through social media channels using those hashtags of Farmers Day 2020 and Stony Plain Together. So I'll let you finish eating, and I think our next guest is here, so we're trying to make sure that we all have the 6 feet distance we're trying to separate. So let me introduce our next guest. So enjoy that. We'll come back and talk to you a little later.
Very much.
Andy, how are you doing today?
Doing very good, Wong. How you doing?
Okay, did you get some hand sanitizer? Did you get that ready?
I did. It still hasn't. It's still wet, so yeah,
Okay.
I know lots.
And this is through our great partnerships through our community. Andy's from 88.1. So again, radio celebrity, as you can
Sure.
What?
Pseudo celebrity, I'd say. Yeah,
Oh,
like
so
supposed to be one, but not really.
You know, a lot of people say people get into radio because they have a face for radio. Actually, you don't look too bad.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. Yeah. I'm actually keeping a tally how many times I hear the face for radio joke. There's not enough paper on the planet Earth to keep track of it, so yeah, it's been a lot.
Well, that's awesome. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from, and just how you got to be in Stony Plain at 88.1?
Yeah, I'd love to do that. Oh, we've extended the selfie stick. That made me nervous. It was like I'm on the spot. So I'm actually fairly new here still. I came to the station, I think it's been 6 months now. I was recently living in Thunder Bay for the past 4 years. It's a community in Ontario in literally the middle of nowhere. Just, chasing the radio dream. And I'm actually from around here originally, so I come from Breton, Alberta, if you know where that is, not too far out of the city. I always feel like, too, like whenever I'm talking about places, even in Alberta now, I always say like the name of a place and then Alberta, because I was so used to doing that back in Thunder Bay. It's like, obviously it's Alberta. But anyway, so I came from Breton, and yeah, I've been doing radio for 6 years, and was lucky enough to get an opportunity to come back home to the lovely community of Parkland.
Great. So are you ready to make your own pancakes today?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, again, this is a live kitchen. We're going live, so
Okay.
just be careful. Things might be hot in here.
Okay.
Okay.
I will let you know, and hopefully I'm not building this up for disappointment. But I have worked in kitchens a lot in my life.
Excellent.
So, yeah, so I got a bit of experience.
Good.
He says before he burns himself.
Take a look at this. Have a look at this. So we just made, as we were going, just made some ginger beer sauce. So this sauce is what people just love on the ginger beer sauce.
That looks fantastic.
Oh yeah, can you smell that?
How long does it take you to make that sauce?
Well, my mom makes it, and we grind all the ingredients and we kind of package them in the containers. And then when that is thrown on the stove, we boil it and we're sticking it up, and then it's ready. So all we need to do now is someone orders ginger beef, deep fried ginger beef, and then put it on the grill. We're ready to go.
Nice.
Here we are, we got some sausages. We're gonna make them a little bit browner because I think some of the comments were that we were moving on them too much brown. And I think Councillor Bennett said one of the best things that she's enjoyed was looking at piggy the blankets.
Oh yeah.
So we can do a couple of those here and wrap it up and leave it and something else.
I'm down for it. That sounds like a great menu.
Okay, so that's gonna go. Keep the sauce, yeah, put a little oil on there. Okay, so it's hot here and hot here.
You're like a samurai with those. Look at that.
Oh, good. Okay, so we're sanitized. So here we go. You can make your pancakes any size you want, and then we'll make it.
I didn't tell you, despite saying that I've worked in restaurants, I've never made pancakes in my life.
What?
Yeah, never. So I just dump it on.
Yeah, just take it, just put a scoop on there, and there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want a little bigger, you put another scoop on top of that.
Well, I'm going for the Parkland's largest pancake, so.
Oh yeah, right on. So we're gonna hashtag largest pancake.
Yeah, there we go. How's that? Is that probably big enough for now?
Oh, you know what?
A little more?
Emily's third had this huge one like this big.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, we're going for it then.
Okay. That's right.
I didn't come here to be a coward. There we go. Yeah. Can we do one more?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. I keep feeling like I'm pushing the limits, and then you're just like, oh, keep putting 10 more on if you want. That's good enough. That'll be good. Yeah. I'm already uncomfortable with the size, so.
So look at that. That is pretty big.
That's pretty good. I like that.
So
Yeah.
when you get a chance to later look at the videos and see how big pancake that Emily built.
Is it even bigger than that? Yeah.
Yeah, it's about the same size.
Yeah. Hey, can I say as well too, when people are making their pancakes and posting them on social media, they should put a quarter or something beside it so you have it to scale.
Oh yes, a quarter of movie.
Yeah, like or a banana or whatever you want to use. But so then we know, because you could get like really close with the camera and we could be like, oh, that's huge, but really it's like this big.
That's true. And are you one of the judges?
I could be if you wanted to. I don't know. I mean, all you got to get is a ruler, but for the largest pancake contest. I don't know. Judging by the size of mine, I don't think I'm the one to judge the largest pancake.
That's good.
So how do I know when to flip it then?
So again, when you do pancakes, the best thing to do is to sort of sit there, and when it starts getting hot enough from the bottom up, it starts bubbling up. So the air starts to come through, you can pockets. So once the majority of it starts bubbling up, then you know it's ready to flip over.
Okay, cool.
That's cool.
All right.
This is Farmer's Day 2020, kind of virtual style. Definitely, you said you grew up in Prep.
Yeah.
And all of these must have had a little kind of fairground or a little parade to the community.
Yeah, well, Breton didn't necessarily have it. We did the parades, of course, but they didn't have the fair. The one that I remember from my childhood is when the fair rolled through Drayton Valley. That was our closest one, so I remember always having to beg my parents every single year to take me, and then I maybe got one ride because I didn't want to spend any more money than that. So, and it was always something like super chill, like a Ferris wheel or something like that. So, but yeah, I mean, as an adult, in Thunder Bay, though the spirit of it there isn't so much rodeo based, it's more just kind of fair based, just because they're not as country as we are in Alberta. It's still like love going to the fair and just having the community come together. And it's amazing how excited something like that it makes everybody feel in the community like that. It's almost like a Christmas vibe in a way, where everybody's just like coming together and everybody's got an energy in the
I know, and then Farmers Day here too, because usually it's 6 months. It's sad that you missed it, but usually the streets are lined with thousands and thousands of people. They're shoulder to shoulder. They're 6 to 7 deep from the 7 level all the way down across the front of the town hall and everything. So hopefully we can experience that next year with us.
Yeah, well, I look forward to the days that we can be shoulder to shoulder with other people again, so that'll be good. Yeah.
That's for sure.
Right. Well, that's not ready.
That's not ready yet.
Okay.
That's
It's got a bubble.
Yeah. So take a look at it. So you can start seeing it starting to form bubbles. And once you start seeing them pop up, then that's what we're
There's probably so many people watching this right now thinking like, what? He's getting instructed how to make a pancake? How old is he?
We're always a kid at heart.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah. Well, there's always something you don't know, right? So.
I was actually mentioned about going to the Green Valley Fair there, and the person did the one ride with too, right?
Yeah.
When we were teenagers, I kind of mentioned this on my Facebook Live, is that the as teenagers, we didn't have a lot of money either, right? At that time, you had to actually pay to get into the fairgrounds.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry to the organizers of the Farmers Day way back then when I was a teenager. We didn't have enough money. So as kids, we pulled our money together. One person will go through, get their hands stamped, right? We'll run down the fence line, go to our friends, and then we'll go over and we'll do that little stamp transfer thing.
I didn't know you guys should do that.
They don't do that now.
No.
But back then, I think it was only a couple bucks, but as a teenager, it was expensive, right?
Yeah. They probably make the stamps now so you can't do that transfer anymore.
Oh, they probably don't now.
Yeah, they're nice and dry. They
figure it out.
They figured it out.
We probably caused the issue and they figured out how to fix it by not making them like stamps anymore.
Probably one of your friends is probably stinking rich now because they are the ones that designed the stamps that can't be transferred.
that could be it.
Yeah.
All right. So that's all. Do you want some eggs with your pancake today?
Oh yeah, we can fire some eggs too.
Yeah.
I like eggs. I saw on earlier you whipped out the egg circles.
Yes.
Yeah, showing those off. Do I get to use one of those, or do I got to do it old school?
You want to do old school or egg circle?
I kind of want to use the egg circle
Okay,
a little bit. Yeah. We'll go with one egg. That's a pretty big pancake. So I mean, it's not the biggest pancake, but it's pretty big.
Okay. So this is an egg circle. So we're just gonna have to let that heat up. We're just gonna kind of move it underneath to make sure that give it a little more room here. We're gonna slide. Look at that. You see that? That was just a good slide.
I'm doing a great job. Yeah.
Well,
That was a really good slide.
It's stuck now too.
Oh, thanks. Show it off.
And even AW, if you visit my friend Brad at AW here in Stony Plain, they have little ring circles that they do that as well, and you actually make really good bacon and egg sandwiches.
Nice.
I make them here as well, but when I'm in a hurry and I got lots of things to do, I swing by AW and I try to catch Brad, but he's a busy guy, so just a couple bacon and eggers are good for me.
Nice. I'm gonna be asking for Brad if I'm going to NW now.
Yeah,
I never met him, don't know who he is, but I'm gonna do
just
it.
say, hey, is Brad, can Brad make it for me?
Yeah.
That's gonna be the best thing, you know. He'd be like, who's asking for me, right?
Yeah, I'm a good friend of William.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is right. Okay, so that's sausages.
Those probably need to be a little bit brown, right? I don't know what we're going for here.
We're gonna just turn them a little bit so that they get a little bit browner. On this side.
Are they turkey sausages?
Actually, they're not. Actually, they're a breakfast sausage.
Okay.
So a lot of people, you get beef sausages, pork sausages, and turkey sausage and all that stuff. This is a combination of beef and pork.
Okay.
So it's not as greasy and oily as just plain pork sausages.
Yeah, they're very light. I've never seen them like that.
Okay, so the eggs are ready.
Nice.
Let's just get that ready. You know what? We're gonna wait a bit.
Okay. All right.
Because cooking breakfast and all food is about timing.
Oh yeah.
Right now, the eggs will be done and the pancake's not baked. It's pretty big. Pretty big and thick.
What am I gonna go eat my egg and wait for the pancake? What's
Yeah.
with this?
So we're gonna wait a little bit longer to come through because it's starting. You can see those little air pockets starting to form there.
Oh yeah, there we go.
So once you see them, they pop. Then that means they're ready to go.
It's like a little volcano. I love it.
Yeah, see them right down there, those little pockets.
Yeah.
And once those get ready and they'll pop, that means it's ready to be flipped over.
Nice. The selfie stitcher is convenient. It's good.
Oh, it is. It's better than reaching your hand across it.
Oh yeah.
Especially in today's, social distancing.
Exactly.
Who would have known that selfie sticks were very valuable?
They're serving a purpose they never expected to.
Excellent. Actually, we all want to, on behalf of the town, I want to thank you guys for partnering with us, especially with the kind of the virtual dance parties. We want to just talk to the audience and see how it went and what you guys all did.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think that it went pretty good last night. We had the virtual dance party, which it was, essentially just put together a playlist of upbeat tunes. Oh, William just took off then there. Okay, I'm taking over. So if you did listen to it last night, give me some feedback. Let me know what you thought. Did you enjoy it? Did you enjoy the music? I've gotten some ideas for maybe what we can do again next year, even though if we're going to have an actual Farmers Day next year. Please, I hope we do. It'd be cool to do something like that again. So if you did enjoy that, you can find us on Facebook. You can shoot us a message, and that really goes for anything that we do. I love hearing from you about stuff, so never be afraid to get in touch with me.
All right. So I just cooked the pancake over for you.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Look at that. It's nice and brown, crisp and golden.
Yeah.
You can see the rings that you put in there. Every time you added another scoop, it was gone. It's like a tree.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like a redwood. Look at that.
That's right.
Like
So
an old redwood.
This is what we call a 4-ring pancake.
Is that good?
must be good.
Okay, yeah.
I've never had a pork and pancake before.
Okay, well,
I
it's,
usually just have one because I actually know exactly what in.
Oh, okay.
So then, I think I'd be ready. So just put your eggs. Want to grab an egg? You crack it in there, if you like.
Okay.
Just use the lip there.
Right on the edge. Oh, I got some shell in it.
What?
Yeah, I know.
That's the shell in it.
I know. I was all nervous about it too. I was like, all right, this is my moment.
You know what? But that's just calcium, so it's also healthy for you too if you want to eat it too.
Yeah, but it's not good. So it's like,
No, not her. Okay.
that like might be one of the worst feelings on the planet is eating an egg and then you get
And
that
eating that
shell.
shell?
Oh yeah, and it usually goes like right in between your teeth and up your gum and oh.
Yeah. So you have one of those experiences that just kind of irritates you for a little while.
Oh yeah, yeah. Anyways,
That's excellent. Do you like your eggs sunny side up or easy?
I'm a bit of an over easy guy, so let's do that. Yeah.
That was good. A previous guest, Emily Kirby likes this sunny side up, and our chair Richard Wong likes this sunny side up too. So you're over easy, so you're a little bit different. Why over easy?
Well, now I feel like I want it sunny side up. I don't know why.
Yes.
Over easy is just what I had all my life. That's why. Yeah. Like when I was a child and I couldn't order my own food, my mom would just buy me breakfast at a restaurant, and she'd just say over easy. So that's what I've had ever since.
Yeah. Well, you know, that's kind of funny that you say that because, you know, sometimes when we grow up, you know, you're just kind of used to eating the food that your mom and dad made when they learned for you. Until you're old enough to actually go to your friend's house or just different, right?
Yeah, or go to a different restaurant,
Yeah.
different places, you know. You're always, just kind of going off of what they have. So, and especially, you know, one of the great things I love about coming to a new community is experiencing all the great local restaurants that they have here. So that's one of the most exciting things for me now is being here and still being so fresh. Is I get to try so many different new foods, right? So, it's so fun.
The egg's almost ready to go over, so the ring comes off. Heated it properly, it doesn't stick to the ring.
It's perfect. Smart. You know what you're doing. You know what you're
Do
doing.
that, so 30 seconds, we're ready. Sausages, how many would you like?
Oh, those aren't all for me? What?
What? You want it all? No problem. We can throw it on there as well.
I kind of want all the sausages.
Okay.
So.
All right. I think we're ready for...
I have to say, I was really nervous about cooking my breakfast on camera here this morning, but this has turned out to be very easy.
Look at that.
Oh, look at that. Look at that great
Andy
pancake.
did that.
Yeah, all me right there. Awesome.
The egg right there. And we're going to have 6 sausages. I'm just going to... You know what? Because you're eating so many sausages and a huge pancake, I'm worried about your cholesterol. So we're just going to dap it a little bit here.
Okay,
just
yeah.
get some of that out.
Yeah. You gotta do it with bacon too. You want a little bit of grease off.
Yeah, actually, you want bacon here? Like I said, we're going to go things in house. We actually bake your bacon first.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we throw it in the oven on the rack.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah.
There we go. Look at that.
Actually, it drips a lot of fat out of it, so when we do cook it, it's not as greasy.
Oh, there you go. Watch your
Okay,
cholesterol. Can we get bacon from here?
salt, pepper.
Yes.
Okay, so open those things and get the stack here. Ketchup.
I'll be alright on the ketchup, but thank you.
Pancake sauce.
Yeah, I'll need some sauce. Absolutely.
Okay, let's go back in there and then.
Okay.
Steve Newsome. We'll be right back with you guys.
But it'll be alright. Cause that pretty little girl says she's gonna be on mine. I said next Friday night, with that full moon in the western sky, there's magic in the air. Honey, I know what can make it fall in love like a night at the county fair. Oh, honey, I know what can make it fall in love like a night at the county fair.
Gonna let Andy eat a little bit of it.
Yeah, we'll let Andy eat a little bit, and then we will. After this is all done, we'll make you guys some breakfast. But you know what? You gotta perform for your food. If it's not good, you get bad food. If it's good, you get better food.
So,
What are you saying?
so you're scraping the bottom of the pie here.
You're not saying you're gonna get bad food at Bing's.
No,
No.
no, but you might get bad music. There you go. Because I can't sing. I don't know.
This is another one we're talking about recording when we get back to the studio. It's called Old Bear Canoe. Well, we all start filing in around 5:15. Shaking neighbors' hand, then you pull up and see. It's a long neck, bottle, blue collar crowd. Everybody's got a little something to drown. They ain't the kind of place where the lost get found, and we help each other through. Call it gold, big communion. Smoking smoke, spirits flow like hallelujah. Every raise a little glass and we raise them high. Just some good old boys out trying to light them low. Go beer communion. This center block hole in the wall is our saving grace. Yeah, we take a little sip and we wash those troubles away. We start feeling the buzz and we get to preaching, driving that high to the popcorn ceiling, round by round we get to preaching. The only way we know how. Call it gold, beer communion. Smoking smoke, spirits flow like hallelujah. Yeah, we raise a little toast and we kick it high. Just some good old boys out trying to light them low. Let me go, gold beer communion. If you're feeling lost, come on, pull up a seat. Let the bartender pour you out a drink. Call it gold beer communion. Call it gold beer communion. Smoking the smoke, spirits flow like hallelujah. Yeah, we raise a little toast and we raise it high. Just some good old boys out trying to light them low. Let them go, have them go, gold beer communion. Gold beer communion.
Just a quick chat. And we're getting this down. Sure. Thank you, Steve. That was great. Definitely appreciate that and the time that you're taking with us. Again, here we're joined by Andy, a local celebrity at 88.1. He is definitely one of our partners in this whole kind of COVID-19 thing. Definitely appreciate the work that 88.1 does for us. Again, we mentioned a little bit earlier about a coloring contest, so you can go onto the town's Facebook page or website, whatever. You can get one of these, download them, print them off, and you can have your kids color them. And once you're finished coloring them, you again add these hashtags to them, Farmers Day 2020 and Stony Paint Together. And with that, we'll have a group of judges that are actually following these hashtags. And then we'll pick winners of the largest pancake, the best Western wear, and the coloring contest as well. So that's great. Andy, how was your breakfast?
It's pretty good. Halfway through making this pancake as big as possible, I remembered that, well, I'm probably going to have to eat this. So that's kind of why I held back, and I think I should have held back 2 scoops ago, but delicious though. And I mean, this egg, it's perfection. The design, the shape, it's so good. I just love it.
You did a great job cracking it, except for the little mishap of the shell.
Yeah, the one thing I was allowed to do to make my own breakfast, I screwed up. So yeah, that was really great. Good morning for me. Woo!
That's okay, you know what, because you were probably working late last night with the dance party, so thank you for that. If you guys didn't stay tuned or tuned in, 88.1 was a partners with the virtual dance party. They played music throughout the evening, and we were just kind of hashtagging everybody to kind of virtually celebrate together.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Okay, so I'll let you enjoy your breakfast in peace. Actually, we're getting pretty close to the end of our kind of Facebook Live here. In this, I think we're scheduled 10 o'clock. And with me, behind me, let me see, there we are. Joined, just came in, is Councillor Justin Laurie. He is currently, I appointed him as the chair of the Mayor's Task Force on COVID-19, the social stream. So he's been with his team looking at these events. How do we get people connected, even though we're supposed to be distancing ourselves and we can't, get together in large crowds and stuff. So, welcome to Bings. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I just wanted to say thank you to everybody, all of our residents out there. We would absolutely love to be out on the streets right now for the parade. We would love to be flipping pancakes for everybody this morning, but obviously, given the circumstances, we know we can't. But we knew something had to happen. We knew we couldn't have a weekend in June in Stony Plain without having Farmers Days. So, we really wanted to thank our residents for joining us on this. Wanted to remind everybody about a great contest we have running all weekend long. So we've got the best dressed, which how about the chamber president, Richard Wong? Man, he came in here dressed to the nines. He might have given Steve a run for his money. So, you know what? You guys got some competition. You better kick those boots up and get going. It's Saturday night coming up, so you got lots of time to get that in. We've got our largest pancake. I've seen some of the great ones coming in on social media, and poor Andy's down here trying to choke his down. He's a trooper. He's going to make it through it. We've got the coloring contest. I'm sure any one of you could beat Mayor Choy in that one. So, get those crayons, those pencil crayons out and get it going. And then last, we've got the Farmers Days memories. You know what? Farmers Days has been a huge tradition in Stony Plain for so long. We know you guys have some great pictures, whether it's from last year, 10 years ago, or more. So go ahead, share those with us. We've got some great locally sourced prize packages supporting all kinds of the small businesses here in Stony Plain. Wanted to give another huge shout out to our sponsors. For the dance party, we had the Kinsman Club of Stony Plain, the Century 21 Leading, Rotary Club of Stony Plain, the Stony Plain Chrysler, Hawkins Tinney LLP, Stony Plain Lions, North Central Co-op, and the Stony Plain Legion. And then our entertainment this morning was provided by the Greater Parkland Regional Chamber of Commerce. So an absolute huge thank you to them. Huge thank you to Jazz and Steve for coming out here today. Huge thank you to Mayor Choy for giving us a great facility to host this today. And I think the most fitting thing, I think we're right about time, would be to have Steve play us out with a song. So thank you very much, you guys. Stay strong, stay safe, and can't wait to see you guys next year at Farmers Days 2021.
All right. Hey, thank you, Justin Lowry. This is our counselor and chair of the Mayor's Task Force on the Social Issue of COVID-19. Again, thank you for taking the time and joining with us. We understand that it's kind of difficult and kind of sad that we had to miss Farmers Days this year, but we did our best to kind of make it a virtual celebration this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. As Councilor already said, it's going on all weekend, so use the hashtags was it Farmers Day 2020 and Stony Plain Together to get involved. And even if you don't want to get involved, you guys should just follow those hashtags and you can see what everyone else is doing. Again, the largest pancake, best Western wear, memories of Farmers Days, and the coloring contest. So you have all weekend to do that. Make sure you participate because this is through our new norm right now. That's how we're going to do it. But next year we'll be back bigger and better than before. So we're going to look forward to that. With that, thank you very much for everybody coming, and thank you for Steve and Jazz for coming out and doing this for us. We are going to be ending our Facebook Live with one last song by Steve. And want to take this time to thank everyone for what they're doing and doing your part to help us prevent the spread and flatten the curve. What we're doing is for the people that we love in our community. So thank you very much for doing that. Enjoy the last song by Steve, and we'll catch you on Monday through our council meeting. See you later.
All right, thank you, Mayor Choy, and thank you all over there, everybody having me, and everybody has put this together. In the spirit of COVID, let's do something, try something different. Well, I've been stuck in the same old buck wild and crazy routine. I've been a life of the party, I know, but a little change may be just what I need. 'Cause when guys like me get caught in a rut, gotta give it a break, gotta shake a few things up. Oh, this can in a cup, not even drop a lime in it. Not as I time to try something different. Normally I'm a Haggard fan, but tonight it's give up cigarettes. Turn that video up to 5 before I crank it up to 10. 'Cause when guys like me get caught in a rut, gotta give it a break, gotta shake a few things up. Oh, this can in a cup, not even drop a lime in it. something different. Try something different.